Ask any parent who has lost a child and they will tell you the pain is indescribable. Now add to that, the child took his own life.
That's the reality for one Fort Myers mother. But as Wink News anchor Lindsay Sablon tells us now, that mom is working to turn her pain into purpose with the hopes of saving lives.
I'm the mother of 2 sons. Luke, age 20, a thriving junior in college. And Jake, age 23 now, my heavenly angel.
As Denise Pfeiffer sits in her living room reading me a letter about her son Jake, she has a strength most of us could never conjure up.
I'm just a 20-year-old guy who asked for help. I just want my story to be told. You don't come back from something like this. Less than 6 days after being discharged from the inpatient facility, he took his own life.
Somehow, Denise is still standing more than 2 years after her firstborn took his own life.
He didn't want to be a burden.
Jake grew up like most of us.
He was born with vim and vigor.
Say, I'm cute. I'm cute.
Pictures show all the great times, but behind those glimpses of joy was an explosion of anxiety.
He would say, I feel like my heart's beating out of my chest.
After that first anxiety attack, Denise tried to get Jake into a therapist, but it was a 4 to 6 month wait. Eventually, he got on anti-anxiety medications right as he was ending high school.
What's actually going on behind the scenes here?
Dire fear. That morning of graduation, I had decorated his door with streamers and balloons and couldn't wait for him to walk out and see it, and he walked in the bathroom and threw up.
And then Jake turned 18.
And that's where the real challenge started for us. He now had to make those appointments, and well, you know, he's asking me for help because he can't do it.
The next 2 years were a series of ups and downs. Doctors diagnosed Jake with bipolar disorder. He spent time at an inpatient facility and got on more meds. He would always come here to Lakes Park to exercise, where he would feel better. But in another moment of crisis, Denise took her son to the ER. While there, Jake made comments about hurting himself and was Baker acted, which is a mandatory hold for up to 3 days if someone is deemed a danger to themselves or someone else.
I saw all life leave him.
Denise believes the Baker Act killed her son, and she wants it changed.
I had stopped working to care for him. If they knew what his regimen was before and what he was doing to try to help himself, I totally believe it would have been a different outcome.
There are hundreds of young people in our community like Jake, but the latest stats show a promising trend.
From 2022 to 2023, we've actually seen a 25% decrease in that volume coming into our emergency department.
Alyssa Bostwick is the chief nurse at Golisano Children's Hospital.
During the pandemic, we were at a 235% increase.
Denise wonders if Baker Acts are the best way to treat kids in crisis.
There is not flexibility in negotiating that once that decision has been made. So the risk to lifting a Baker Act or not placing the Baker Act is that we let a child go home who then inflicts harm on themselves.
This bench at Lakes Park is Denise's daily reminder to fight. It's in honor of Jake with a powerful message. Now a free spirit to soar. Never mediocre, your purpose lives on.
Even though he's not here with me in person, I want to still fight for him because he was so freaking amazing. And I know I'll see him again. That I know. But I got work to do for him.
Forever loved, never forgotten. Lindsay Sablon, Wink News.
There are changes coming to the Baker Act. The new Live Healthy bill requires a more comprehensive discharge plan and makes sure the courts have more flexibility so they can base treatment plans off of individual needs, something that would have helped Jake. That takes effect in July. Park Royal has launched a new intensive outpatient program for 14 to 17-year-olds. You can learn more about that on winknews.com. Clearly something that's needed.
Oh, yeah, can you imagine trying to make an appointment and being told, we'll see you in a year?
Right, when you have a
people
crisis
don't have that time.
that's so dangerous in that moment.
Yeah, hopefully it helps, and she's so commendable for sharing her pain, and she's so brave, and I think he would be so proud of his mom and what she's doing in his honor.
And I think it will do a lot of good. We'll be right back.